Good evening and welcome. We're joining you live and direct from 10 minutes from Old Trafford, people. 10 minutes from Old Trafford in this cold evening in Manchester. Welcome to the United Real Therapy, people. Yeah, we're looking forward to the game. We're just joined by Mundo. A couple other people will be jumping on, hopefully. But it's going to be an interesting game. We're here to preview Spurs versus Manchester United. And the question I asked earlier on was that on the tweet and on the headline of this, the title of this video is Revenge. Can we get revenge? Mundo, talk to me. What kind of a game is this? I tweeted yesterday and said it'll be Jose versus the Jose impersonator. It's going to be a dull, you know what I mean? Like super dull Sunday. But I'm willing to be shocked. I'm willing to be surprised. I want United to win 4-3. I'm looking for that type of game. I just watched a little bit of the Real Madrid-Barcelona game. Whew, what a game that was. Anyway, Mundo, talk to me. How are you feeling about this game?
I don't think we've got anything to fear with Tottenham. I think defensively they are shocking. I mean, they let Newcastle have 27 shots against them in their last game. So, if we play like we did against City, I think that we can get a result there. I really do. I just they only play one way, and that's not seeming to be working for them because without Son, yes, they've got Harry Kane and he's banging them in, but defensively they're shocking. They're absolutely shocking. So we have to have a go at them. We have to. We should go into that game with some confidence. I think. I think we as a team we defend better than Tottenham. I think we're a better team defensively. Are you on mute? I think you're on mute.
We got a commenter on here, Aaron Pandey. If we hadn't lost points against Sheffield United, Everton, Leicester last minute, West Brom, we would be leading the title race. Are we in the title race if we win tomorrow, Mundo? Are we in the title race?
Nah. Even if we win tomorrow, we still got a game in hand against Burnley. We win that game, and City still have an 8-point advantage. I think they need 11 points from their last 8 games to win the league. So they will get those 11 points. I can't imagine them not with their running. So yeah, we're not going to win the league, but I think I said a few weeks ago I'm confident about top 4. I think top 4 is for us is a foregone conclusion. I'd be very surprised if we dropped out of the top 4. And it's nice to see Liverpool, Chelsea fighting, fighting. Like that's the position we've been in the last few years. So it's nice to be comfortably in the top 4.
Mundo, we can all go to, you know what I mean? I don't really trust this team, so we can all go tits up tomorrow. I mean, let's have a look at the injuries. So the injuries, we reckon Shaw, late fitness test, Pogba, late fitness test. He's just come back from injury. I mean, it's just... so Shaw, Rashford, Pogba.
Apparently, Rashford was not allowed to wear any hard sole shoes before he played midweek, so he had to wear soft sole shoes because of his ankle injury. And we got how much? What did we get? 61 minutes out of him midweek.
Yeah, fantastic goal, by the way. Oh my god!
Yeah, what a goal! What a finish!
What a
when Rashford's running onto things, he's clinical, but when he has to think, he has too much time to think. Then that's when he kind of fluffs his lines. But any running through that kind of diagonal run he makes from left to middle.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It is brilliant. It is brilliant. Brilliant running from Rashford, but it was shocking defending. Did you see that defending? I got into an argument with somebody about the Liverpool goal the other day. That centre half that they've got, even though he's crap, but that's the basics. Ball down the middle. Sunday league, that's how you get coached.
Oh, Tony Cruz, the free ball.
Yeah. One of you attacks the ball, one of you gives a couple of yards. That's what you do. You drop into the space. So it's one of those. It is one of those. And to me, he was too busy telling other players what to do. he forgot the run. But anyway, that was a game that was gone. So we've got a couple of injury concern, guys. There's about 15, 20 of you in here. Please like, share, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Let's hit the share this on social media. Let's tell the people about Therapy Army. Therapy Army, yes, definitely. R.I.P. DMX. Oli Bumbaye is not here tonight, but maybe he'll jump on later on. But he's busy tonight. But he said he might jump on later when he gets back. Big up to you as well. Big up. You know what? I feel tomorrow will be a nice win. Getting revenge. You know what? Lacey, I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right. You know what? Because if it's any, like I said on Twitter, it's time for Ollie and the players to put their demons to rest after that 6-1 hammering at Old Trafford. Even though that was a lot of context, you know. Spurs had a pre-season. We didn't have a pre-season. We had one game against Villa. Our players just played in the semi-final of the Europa League. So there was a lot of things because the players weren't fit. We lacked, and the red card, obviously. But tomorrow, I'll be definitely, because they've already done it, I expect some of the Tottenham players to try to wind United players up tomorrow. Don't be surprised. And I hope Man United players are not too nice. I don't mean get sent off, but I hope they're not too nice. And that Ollie or somebody of the coaching staff lets them know that this is what happened. They'll do anything to win. But anyway, breaking news today. I don't know if you got a wind of it. Basically, according to The Athletic, you know, Sky made it sound like it was breaking news. Harry Kane said, if Spurs don't qualify for the Champions League this season, I'm off. Off ski. Kane's off ski. If you do not, so what that means is that they're going to be coming all out to win tomorrow. So I'm really hoping. There's two ways you can read this, Mundo. Is this a little dig at Mourinho? Can you interpret it that he's having a dig at negativity from Mourinho? This is the captain you're talking about. This is the captain.
Apparently, what I've seen is that what I've read is that he's not unhappy with Mourinho or the style of play, and he's having a dig at the board and lack of ambition of the board.
Okay.
So that's why he's saying it. But I'm not sure I buy into that because Mourinho has been backed. It's not like they haven't spent money. But I suppose I think why he's frustrated is because he's doing his job at one end of the pitch, but their defence is just calamity. Honestly, it's terrible. So that's probably what they mean. They've not invested in their defence. Their fullback areas, they're shocking. We should get a lot of joy out of that. I hope Shaw's fit because Shaw, down that left-hand side, they're right backs. They've got Serge Aurier, he goes missing, and they've got the guy they bought for Wolves, who is average. So they're weak. That's their weak spot, the left-hand side. So Rashford and Shaw would have a field day if they're both fit. So,
well, let's hope they're fit because I'm just getting sick of the injuries at the moment. Other aspects of it is that Ollie overplaying, not making a use of his squad, but other things is just like we've been lucky with injuries majority of the season, and I think they're just catching up with us right towards the end. Anyway, MH94, RIP DMX. Mundo, I know you were a fan of DMX. I personally wasn't a big fan of DMX because I had like other rappers that I really, really like and enjoy. I never bought an album. Obviously, he had the club bangers. He made his mark on the culture. I'm sure you were a fan of DMX.
I love DMX.
What's your thoughts?
It's a sad story, isn't it? It's a sad story, man. If anyone that into hip hop should have an appreciation for DMX because although his later stuff wasn't great, his first two albums were bangers. Yeah, his first album was like the way that he could just switch his tone and his voice and everything else. There's nothing in the game at that time, and it was kind of late 90s when hip hop wasn't as strong as it was in the mid 90s when you had, Jay-Z and Nas were like, and Biggie and Tupac and all the rest of it. So when he came out, he was something fresh. He was,
Energy.
His energy, but his personal story, the backstory is tragic. Got hooked on crack cocaine, aged 15, or however old he was, a young teenager. By the guy who introduced him to the music game, and then he had substance misuse issues for
throughout his life,
decades and decades. And we all heard about, he's always getting in trouble with the law and whatever. So it's a sad end, really. But
it's a sad end. But he was on Noriega podcast. You know Noriega? I think it's Noriega.
Yeah.
Is it Noriega? Yeah. And he said, this is February. He said if he would have died then, he made a comment on there saying he would have died happy. I think someone like him, I think people like DMX and that, they don't expect to live that long. They don't expect to live that long because of the emotional, the mental health strains, of fame, all of the things that comes with it, even before he was famous. Like I said, I like the energy of the first two albums, but I can't lie on here and say I was his biggest fan. But I understood a lot of you guys, a lot of people I was close to, they loved him. And you know what I mean? I'm more of a Nas guy, I'm not even a JC fan, to be fair. And a lot of people get that up on me. And people think I'm a hardcore Tupac guy, but it's not because of that. I love Biggie. You know what I mean? I love Nas. You know what I mean? I remember like Keith Murray, people like Keith Murray, you know what I mean? Method Man, Redman, these people, I love their music. It's just about feeling. Irfan, we're just chatting a bit of music. So, for example, if you said to me about Stevie Wonder, I don't connect with Stevie Wonder music. Marvin Gaye, I connect with his music all day. Isaac Brothers, I connect with their music all day. Earth, Wind and Fire, I connect with that music. I connect music different to different people. My brain and my body.
Wait a second. So you connect with. Wait a second. You don't connect with Stevie Wonder, but you connect with Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah. I like their bangers.
That's an interesting one. That one is.
Marvin Gaye. To me, that's an interesting one. Huh? In soul, nobody touches Marvin Gaye. Nobody. I like you, obviously, but Marvin Gaye for me, the voice, the way to put together a track, the way he constructed that, the greatest soul album in the history of soul music is what's going on. But
remember, Nuruddin, that album for Motown is a one-off. That is not a typical Motown album. Motown is not there.
I'm not into Motown.
But I'm saying to you, I'm giving you the backstory to the album. The backstory.
Listen, trust me. Everything about the album I know. Everything about the album, how it's put together.
It was a total one-off.
They're not going to release it.
Very good. He didn't want to release that album. He didn't want to release it.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get back to it. Tomorrow, Irfan, we are at Spurs. I don't know if you've seen my tweet. I put it out. Can the players lay the demon to rest after that?
Wait a second. Did you talk El Clasico? Did you watch it?
Oh, brilliant game.
Did you watch it, Chris?
No, I missed it.
Oh my God! I swear to God, watching the game PSG versus Bayern this week, I thought, okay, I've watched a special game. This game was equally special. It was an amazing game.
I don't even know the result. Who won?
Yeah, they won 2-1. Real won 2-1.
But Barcelona, to be fair, it deserved to be a draw. Last second, Barcelona.
What it was is Real were hitting on a counter constantly, and they got the second goal was a deflection of Messi off a free kick, and they were sort of 2-0 up after half an hour. So Barcelona were chasing the game. Barcelona came close quite a few times, but it was end to end. It was such
brilliant football.
I think the post got hit 4 times or 5 times by both teams. Yeah,
brilliant. But anyway, before I move on to actually Irfan, you know what? RIP to DMX. RIP. You know what? He made a mark. He's only 50. 50 is no age.
Yeah.
But like Mundo explained, there's a lot of demons, a lot of things that are going on in his life, and crack addiction and addiction to substance abuse. Most people will only be addicted to substance because of emotional and mental health.
But I always say to people,
it's a health problem.
Yeah, but
so RIP to all the people there. RIP to everybody who's sad because of DMX. But his music lives on. The music is out there. He sold about 78 million worth of records. Before there was no streaming. That is a lot of music.
He's huge. He was huge. He's huge. He's not my cup of tea, but I I could see why the guy was big. I could see why. I always think of Old Dirty Bastard and people like that. People who really gave it back in a very raw way, and that's who he was. He took no prisoners. That's the style that he delivered. Very, very raw in your face.
I would suggest you go back and listen to his first album. And the thing is, people like him. I like rappers who tell you a story.
Mm.
And
all the good ones do. All the good ones do. Yeah.
They tell you a story, and that's the beauty.
No,
of
the reason I say that though, do you know the reason I say it, Chris, is because remember I have been buying hip hop since the early '80s, right? And when he came around, I had so much choice. Much choice, and that's why I wasn't drawn to the guy.
Yeah.
We had, like I said, he mentioned Nas and Jay-Z at the same time was the big fight, and this is after Biggie had gone. So that was the big thing in hip hop. So, and never mind all the obscure underground New York guys and Chicago guys and Detroit guys that I'm collecting, like Slum Village and all those guys, all the other little ones. Hip hop at that time hadn't died. It was still an interesting art form. It's just after him, he died. You had Wu-Tang, you had all these greats at the same time. So, but I've been following on my Twitter feed and my Facebook feed. So, because I know a lot of hip hop artists, a lot of them independent, all of them have been bigging him up. Even ones who weren't his fans said the guy was quite a special guy because he went through so much, and he still did, and he still made it to that age. Because what I always say to my friends in hip hop here is, being black in England is one thing, being black in America is a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing, and I had to go there myself to understand what that was. I had to go there and see it, and it never left me. That what I saw, it has never left me. So I understand it. So I'm much more forgiving of their life and way they developed than I would ever be if I just lived in England. You have to go there and see it to see how brutal the existence is that these people go through even to get to the stage. So this guy's a success. Even to get to 50 has been success. But imagine the pain this guy's gone through is immense. It's absolutely immense. So this is why I'm very sort of very sort of easy about people. Even if I'm not into their message and their music, I know the story is going to be quite incredible.
Had an impact. It had an amazing impact.
Oh, massive! Come on,
massive impact. And also, you know what? I might be able to share this, but I just want to shout out to the people of St. Kitts, so St. Vincent, and Grenada.
Grenadines,
yeah. Grenadines, yeah.
Yeah, the Grenadines. Yo, shout out to those people, man, because the volcanoes are erupting like nobody's business.
These are beautiful islands in the West Indies. Beautiful parts of the West Indies. Yeah.
Beautiful islands. Yeah, you know what? Lacey's saying our thoughts with the people of St. Vince and the Grenadines and volcanic eruptions. Oh, trust me. Yeah, man.
It's a shame because where it's placed, it's prone to a lot of issues. It's prone.
It could be. It's my brother from another mother. He is.
The younger, better looking brother. Yeah, that's me.
Definitely he is. Definitely people in the comments are like into hip hop. You know what I mean? Into the culture. To me, DMX made something of the culture because he showed that the pay. What I loved about him, what I appreciated about him, even though, like I said, I like Irfan said, I had other choices, that other MCs and other rappers that had me. Is what I loved about him is that he was never willing to share his emotions, and he would tell stories. So he would share his things, just like Pac. He would be open to share. He didn't try to hide anything about himself, and that to me is a certain beauty about certain artists that can do that, can lay bare parts of their soul, and to express themselves in that way. But anyway, moving on to Spurs tomorrow, Irfan. What do you think? What are you thinking? So
this is a little.
Pogba late fitness test. If those three don't play, we're in trouble. But go on, talk to me.
Yeah. To be honest with you, someone asked me today, and I was basically saying that this again for us is a potentially difficult game, But then again, all the games we sort of played, look, even against Brighton, they're all difficult, aren't they? We never go, oh, we're going to beat them, we never do. We never go, even if it's a team in the bottom half, we don't go, we're going to kill them. We just don't. So, but having said that, I think it's a tricky game because they gave us the worst slap ever, okay? I can't remember what was getting beat that badly until not since Balotelli beat us, get 5-1 when Fergie was playing. That last time I was getting to see us get slapped like that, okay? So having looked at them, they're also a deeply inconsistent team, madly inconsistent team. So, we're inconsistent, but we don't lose. They're inconsistent and they lose. So do you understand? We've only lost 4. We've lost the same as City this year now, So I am sort of, I am not optimistic that we're going to win, but I do think it's probably going to end up being a draw. I think it's going to be a draw, but we could easily lose this game. I'm not confident. The reason I'm not confident about us is because I just haven't seen us play well. I haven't seen us play well for a long time. I know we've been professional and we've been winning, but we've been winning with a bit of luck and, like I said, moments football, a bit of magic here and there, and that will catch up with us because if you watch us since Ollie's taken over when we've played well, we've never been able to maintain the football. The football's never been 6 games of wow. It's always been 3 games and then one here, another one. So I'm really not confident tomorrow. I wish I was. But I'm confident that they're going to be inconsistent as well. That's one thing I'm confident about.
I don't know if I'm wrong, guys, but I think we're unbeaten in the league away.
Yeah, we are.
We've got some incredible run. I think maybe 25 games.
We've only lost away to Leicester in FA Cup. It's the only away game we've lost this year.
Yeah. So it just shows you, for me, that's the only thing I can take from them. Guys, there's about 40 of you in here. Please like, share, subscribe. You know what? Tell a friend. This is the therapy session, therapy army. Let's go, people. Let's go. We cannot build this community without you. We've got a comment from here. Daul Gurian. Korean. So I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm dyslexic. So
is it Dul Karnain? I think it is.
No, it's Dul Karnain. Yeah, Dul Karnain.
There you go. We've got somebody in the culture here. See, this is what you get to come to the therapy. The United Real Therapy. You got culture here. Culture. People who know how to pronounce people's
more
names.
Than any of the other shows. More than all the other shows. I guarantee you that. I watch them all. Yeah.
Trust me. So he's asking the question: is Mourinho finished? Your thoughts? I don't think Mourinho's finished because I think his history is the history of him winning trophies as a manager. It's all there to lay. You know what I mean? It's there his record is there. But I think his football style is finished. I think if he doesn't adapt to modern way of playing, then I think he will be finished. The best thing about the greatest managers like Fergie or other great managers throughout history, they always manage to adapt their style of play to whatever's happening at that time. But he seems to be stuck on that counter-attack. And obviously Spurs haven't got a defense. But then when he took over the job at Spurs, he said to Daniel Levy, "You've got a squad that can win the league here." Talk to me. What do you think about that question?
The reason why I don't think he's as effective anymore, and the question are Spurs good enough to win trophies under him? I don't think they are. And if things go the way that they have gone,
signed 6 players. Don't forget, Mundo. They signed 6 players this summer. Spurs were one of the spenders.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's because of Mourinho, though. Mourinho won't go to a team unless he's allowed to spend. You know Mourinho.
Yeah, but the thing is that Spurs don't have Mourinho-type players. For me, Spurs have a very strong squad. That they've got some unbelievable midfielders. Ndombele, Lo Celso, Eric Lamela. These are good players. They've got Harry Kane and Son. They've got Bergwijn. He's not even getting a game. They've got quality in their squad, but they're not. Mourinho likes plodders and 6'5" giants.
I don't know about that.
Let me just put this question. That football is no longer, though.
Yeah,
wait a second, Nuruddin. I watched a very interesting interview when Alessandro Del Piero talked about Serie A and why it was behind the rest of the leagues. Yeah, it was a very interesting conversation.
Yep.
And basically, that's the school Mourinho comes from. That speed of game, that super defensive game, athletic guys who will defend for their lives, and you might hit you on attack with a bit of magic, but like a Drogba guy or something like that. That's what he's stuck in. And they're working out how they're going to adapt to the game. And let's face it, the only reason Mourinho survived this long is because he's been a winner. If he'd not won, he'd have been out of the game a long time ago.
But he's not winning this consistently anymore. That's the problem.
No. Yeah, but Chris, when you've had a CV as long as that, you're gonna get more.
He's got some credit in the bank. Yeah,
he's got a lot of credit. The credit's almost running out, though. It's almost running out. The bank, the next bank saying that's enough now. We're done.
You have to ask yourself the question: if things turn terminal at Tottenham, i.e., it goes the same way it went at Man U and Chelsea before. What other job could he go into where because he's used to going into leagues and into clubs where they've got open checkbooks, big clubs with big history, and he could just say, right, spend 150, 200 million.
I'll tell you what I think he's got left. I'll tell you. I think this is his last chance, because after this, it's got to be national team or nothing else.
International team, yeah, Portugal.
Nothing else. There's nowhere else he can go.
Yeah, I agree.
But having said that, yeah, if he doesn't get top 4, will they sack him? That's the question, and that's why tomorrow's game is so. You know how tight it is for 4th place at the moment. You've seen the table, yeah. Everyone around 52 points. 4 teams around 52. Liverpool won today. Chelsea, Hamid, Crystal Palace. So it's going to be very, very tight at the moment.
Spurs are not finishing ahead of Chelsea or Liverpool, in my opinion.
No. They could have finished ahead of Liverpool, because I watched Liverpool today and it still looked rusty. They're still not fluid at all. And they scored a goal in the last minute. But I do think West Ham...
Not Chelsea, though. Chelsea look.
Well, no, Chelsea. Yeah, but Chelsea's flying at the moment. They're flying. But West Ham... And who's the other team in there? Who's the other team apart from that? You got West Ham, you got Spurs, you got Liverpool, and you got Chelsea. 4th.
Yeah.
And Liverpool Spurs are the worst out of those 4, really. In terms
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're the worst.
Yeah.
So I can't see them finishing ahead of those teams.
Okay, so where does that leave Mourinho, though? Where does Mourinho go then?
Forget where he leaves Mourinho. Where does that leave Harry Kane? Apparently, breaking news this afternoon or today, Harry Kane has, according to the interview, or according to the Athletic, it's not an interview, but according to the Athletic and people close to Kane, Kane has said if Spurs do not finish in the top 4, he's off this summer.
I think he's gone City. City have let Aguero go, so they must have plans.
I'm not surprised. I won't be surprised.
I don't think he's going to City. I don't think he's going to go to City. I don't think he's going to go to City. I think he's going to try to go abroad.
Yeah,
and I think he might be one of the Spanish teams if he goes. But I think Haaland is going to Man City. Haaland is going to Man City. Did you watch the last bit? I watched the bit of maybe the last couple of minutes, or actually when the game finished, I saw the bit of the highlights and the way Foden and Haaland were talking, the way they were talking. Yeah, I think there's been an agreement between Man City.
No. I'll tell you why I disagree with you. Okay,
I think there has been.
Okay. I'll tell you why. Okay,
I've got no evidence. I've got no evidence. That's my hunch.
That doesn't mean. Listen, his dad played for City. For God's sake, his dad played for City. Foden's a young star. That's all that was. Look, do you think City are going to pay 150 million for this guy?
I think. Have you seen? So I don't know if most of the viewers are aware, but the financial fair play rules have been relaxed, almost put to the side now. Clubs are allowed to spend, because bankers are not making enough money, people. Guys, there's 40 of you in here. Please like, share, and subscribe. We cannot build this. We cannot build this community without you. And tell your friend, tell your auntie, tell your nan, tell everybody to subscribe to the channel. I do think, though, there was a bit more than chummy than swap shirts. There was a little bit of like, oh, cameras are watching us, covering their mouths. There was a little bit of that. And then both players were doing it. So I just think, I get the feeling from watching that body language, I think Man City, and now also the thing about Haaland is that I think Haaland will love to be coached by Pep Guardiola. The thing about Pep Guardiola is that a lot of players would love to go to City.
I agree with that.
They want to work with a special coach.
Yeah.
Most people don't. Some of these players want to get to the top. He knows he's worked with Messi. He knows he's worked, what he's done with Sterling. He knows what he's doing with Foden. He knows the way that City play. And even though I think it could be a big mistake, because Pep Guardiola is the kind of a guy who he doesn't really like using strikers unless they do exactly everything he tells them to do in terms of pressing, in terms of doing it. He likes these midfielders and this false nine. That's what he brought to the game. Every manager that's ever been a great in the game they always have a style and they have something. No, listen, I understand that.
Wait a second, Nuri. No, wait a second. All right, you listen to what he said.
Let me just reply to this. If Mino and Pep have beef, yeah, but if Haaland wants to go there, by the way, let me just get this straight as well to people. Mino Raiola is more of a consultant agent. Haaland has got an agent and his dad look after him. So he's just a consultant agent, right? If Haaland wants to go to Man City, I promise you, Haaland is going to Man City.
Let me just throw a spanner in the works.
Let's
Wait a second. Wait, let Mundo speak because he just used that analogy of the friendship and he sort of massaged it a bit. What's your opinion on that? What do you think of that?
I didn't massage. I just said what
No,
I
you
saw.
did about the friendship. Look. Just because they're friends doesn't mean he's going to go there.
Obviously, listen, clubs.
Irfan, you've not seen the pictures. What I'm telling you,
I saw the pictures.
Normally, they're cupping their mouths like that, and the way they wear, and even the commentator was like, he's kind of saying, "You coming to me? You coming to next season, are you?" And what I'm trying to explain to the audience that even if there was a problem, if the player wants to go to our club, he will go to a club, regardless whatever the agent says.
I agree.
It's about the player. And what I'm trying to make clear to people is that Pep Guardiola is a special coach. Certain young players want to be coached by Pep Guardiola. That's not.
But you've got no.
Let me just say something.
You've got no proof about what you just said, though. You've got no proof. It's all hearsay.
The last bit. Listen, the part I already said that. I said I don't have. I'm speculating, but the last bit there is facts. Young players want to work with Pep Guardiola. Loads of young players talk about him and go, "He's a genius."
Listen. I'm just going to go off evidence, right? So what you're saying about them, yeah, that might be the case. But the thing is about Raiola, and the thing is about, if you look at this everything that Haaland has done up to now has been very measured. He went to Molde, then he went from there to Salzburg, to Dortmund. The next step will be the Premier League. But I think the bigger goal, I don't think he'll go to a Spanish club because I don't think they've got the finance to purchase him this season, right? So Raiola's thinking will be, okay, if he doesn't go to one of the big two in Spain, because if he goes to Man City, he could be at Man City for God knows how long. Raiola's not get benefits when his players move, right? Him and his dad want 20 mil a piece or something as part of any deal. So would that be the sticking point for City? Because City are very sensible when it comes to spending money, right? I think the maximum they spent on the players like 70 million, and they don't tend to spend. They don't tend to spend big on agents.
They're not going to spend 100 million.
There's only one club in England.
Guys, can I just remind you? Mundo, can I just remind you? Let me just remind you before you go on. Financial fair play is out. It's been kicked out. It's been wide open now. That financial fair play don't exist anymore. It's been parked for now.
Yeah, but even
let me give you that information, then you can go and make your
even prior to financial fair play coming in, City still weren't spending 100 million big monies on players, right? Manchester United were breaking transfer records. City haven't even broken a transfer. Robinho was the only one they broke way back when the club was first bought. That was their first major signing, was Robinho, 36.5 million, whatever it was.
Let me just comment to this. His buyout clause for next summer is 75 million euros. So City don't have to go now and get him now.
Yeah,
they can wait.
Okay.
But why do you think Dortmund? Why do you think?
Listen. Let me just say this. I know what club you're saying. It's right, Ibrahimovic or Chelsea. Chelsea would afford it. I think Haaland wants to win trophy. He's just been to Dortmund. He's not winning a trophy. He's playing in Champions League. He wants a team that's challenging at the highest level, that's going to win a trophy. The reason why I'm saying Man City could be Man City is the fact that Pep Guardiola and Man City are definitely challenging for the Premier League next season, 100%. And I think Chelsea is not guaranteed for them to challenge for I think if I was him, I would go to Chelsea because you get to play as a number one striker and no doubt of being dropped or eased in or anything like that. You go straight into that team as a number 9, right? And you will get the wages and everybody gets paid. Your dad gets paid, everybody gets paid. You can move from there to Real Madrid or Barcelona. But I think you could do that at City as well because Man City are going to put handcuffs on, handcuff him. If he lets his contract, he can just go.
But I think when it comes to England, there's only 3 teams he would go to: Liverpool, Man City, or Man United, because of the Scandinavian connection. I can't see it anywhere else. I can't see him because I know how big they are in that part of the world. I know Liverpool, not Man City, Liverpool, Man United. Sorry, because of his dad in Liverpool City, that's the connection. But in terms of the money, I don't see it. I mean, let's be honest. Let's just see if we're Haaland. Let me just think. Another year at Dortmund's not going to kill him. and then he can pick and choose which.
No, but why do you think that Dortmund are hawking him around Europe this summer?
Because they're a selling club. They know this is the right
want
time
the money.
to get the money.
So they're not going to say so whoever comes in, they're selling him this summer. They're not going to allow it to go into next year when he can go for half of what he's worth, what he can get from now.
Oh no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So if City say I'm waiting until next summer, what are they going to say? We're going to send him to Man United, or we're going to send him to Chelsea, or we're going to send him.
I agree that. But the problem is because of COVID, I just don't know who can afford him. I just don't know who can afford that fee they're going to ask for. Who can afford to pay £100 million for a player? Certainly not Real. Certainly not Barca. Chelsea can. Chelsea can. City can, but City won't. Liverpool won't. We might, but we don't have the money to blow them on one player. You know, I heard that our budget's going to be about 100 million this year. You know, give or take. So it's a difficult one. It's all saying you got to chill and wait till next year, Mr. Haaland. You're not going to be able to be sold this year. You know.
Let's get back to the reviewing the game tomorrow. Obviously, I was telling you guys, Rashford obviously still injury doubt. He's not 100% fit. Luke Shaw, late fitness test, most likely. Pogba, late fitness test. What we thinking? We've got somebody here, Diarra Asanala.
Dia Anasala. Yeah.
Anasala. My predicted lineup: Henderson, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Fred, Bruno, Rashford, Mason, James. My last thing on the Haaland thing, he's definitely not coming to Man United. So that guy, he's definitely not coming to Man United. And I'll be shocked if the club blows all of the transfer kit on just him. And anyway, he's 150, and we don't, like his air fan said, we don't have 100 and we only got 100 if everything's believed.
If that, you know.
Would he take Haaland? Yeah, I would take Haaland if given the opportunity. If we could sign the players that we could sign, the fastest centre half, the brilliant CDM, and a right winger, and Haaland. Of course, I would have Haaland, because Haaland has got more years in his lungs. Harry Kane's 28, very injury prone already, very injury prone. Misses at least 2 months of the season. That's Harry Kane for you. So I will definitely take Haaland over Harry Kane. Mino Pep Beef. Let's just see. Joe Felix is a fantastic player, but it's going to cost a lot of money as well. I think it's going to cost a lot of money.
But let's just go for each of our predicted lineups. Who reckon's going to play tomorrow? Because that's what the people want to hear as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who do you think? Okay, let's start with the goal. Who's going to be in goal?
I think it's going to be. De Gea tomorrow.
Do you? I think it's going to. I don't think it's going to be De Gea. I think it's going to be Henderson.
Okay, that's an opinion, but I think.
What do you think?
I think just because he's. I think it's going to be Henderson.
Yeah.
I think it's going to go with Henderson.
So Nuruddin Mundo says Henderson as well, because I just think that's the way it's rolling at the moment.
Fair play. Yeah. That's your opinion, guys. Yeah. I think he might go for experience. It's a big game. I think he might go for the experience, but that's just me. But definitely, like Samuli says here, it's definitely McFred, and it's definitely Lindelof and Maguire, 100%.
Wait a second, are we all agreed on that? It's definitely going to be Lindelof, Maguire, and it's definitely going to be Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. It's going to be those.
If Shaw's fit, if not, then it will tell him.
It's not late fitness test.
Okay, so let's go midfield then. What's going to be midfield going to be?
We already know what the midfield is.
Fred and McTominay.
Fred.
Yeah.
Fred and McTominay.
Okay, so I mean, Pogba. You said late fitness test for Pogba, yeah.
Yeah, but I've got a feeling that he might put Pogba in that out wide position.
Well, like he was playing earlier in the season on the right, yeah. He played well there as well. He did well there as well, even though it's not a natural position, you know.
He did well on the left, but he played on the right against Liverpool and was dog.
No.
Oh no, was it the left then? I'm mixing up. Maybe it was the left.
I don't know what you're talking about here. Paul Pogba is not, unless he's part of a three and he's allowed to roam. Then you got two roaming guys. I was chatting to somebody today. Somebody was saying that why don't we play two wing backs, play three at the back, and play two up front?
Okay, what about
strikers? Cavani and Rashford.
Yeah, but what about playing Pogba
I
closer
agree
to
with
Bruno. When is that ever going to happen? Pogba next
It was
to
Greenwood and Rashford. Greenwood and Rashford.
Greenwood and Rush. So who would be the midfield? Pogba. So
Pogba
we
and
play
Fred.
2 8s and a 6.
Pogba and Fred.
With Bruno playing in the hole.
Yeah.
So it's like a 3-4-3 formation. Bruno's playing as a false 9.
Yeah.
2 split strikers up front.
That's
Good work.
yeah.
So
I was
wait a
discussing
second.
about-
Who's playing up front tomorrow then? Who's going to be playing up front tomorrow?
I mean, Cavani looked all he looks out of sorts, doesn't he? He doesn't look right. He does not look right.
I don't know. People keep saying that. I just don't think he maybe didn't look as hungry as he normally does. He didn't look as hungry, like running everywhere, like constantly chasing the ball. But I wouldn't say he's done. I wouldn't say he's finished with the club. I wouldn't say that yet.
Yeah. He just looks out of sorts. He just looks to me. He looks off form. He doesn't look. His match fitness is not there. I think his head's been turned because when your dad's coming out and saying that, you know what, it is what it is. But I think tomorrow, De Gea will play. I've got that gut feeling. I don't have any evidence to back it up. I just got a gut feeling that he's going to go with De Gea because De Gea had a decent game the other night, even though they weren't doing anything.
He had nothing to do. He didn't do anything. He had nothing to do.
Yeah. Joined by Saeed. Saeed, talk to us.
Yes,
what do you think about it, man?
Yes, bro.
Yes, man. How's it going? Everyone all good first and foremost? You know what I mean? How's everyone doing?
Yeah, man, all good.
Not too bad, man. Not too bad.
No, greeting here, mate. You know, in this channel, we don't greet people. We just get straight to the point, mate.
Straight to the point. Okay.
This channel is ready and raw, mate. We just get to it.
So what do you want to know my feelings tomorrow?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a ball fest. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's going to be a ball fest. I think for me, a team who, you know what I mean, a lot of buses parked up, more buses than the actual, you know, the one on Charlton Street in town, you know what I mean? More buses parked up there, mate. It's crazy, man. I think it's going to be a team who part of the bus versus a team who can't break down a stubborn defense. And it's going to be a story. I think in the away from home, this season we have 9 wins and 6 draws. Tells you a lot, man, especially the only one win coming from Man City game. The rest have been about either losses or draws. Draws, yeah, because we lost away from home. I think for me, I just don't think we're going to be able to break them down. I think as much as Tottenham are stubborn, we're not going to be able to break them down. And that for me is a story. And that's why for me, I'm not getting too excited or too disheartened if we come out there with a draw or a loss, because my mentality is on the Europa League anyway. You know what I mean? Regardless. But I just feel like we're not going to get anything out of this team in terms of, you know what I mean? Someone said about today, I seen a lot of Title 21 back and all that, but I was like, we can't take about, you know what I mean, man? I don't know what they were doing, but for me, Man United, yeah, but I think for Man United right now, just can't take care of their own house. You know, they can't take care of their own. You know, they can't sort out certain things. They can't sort out the boiler out. They can't do their own in-house duties. So that's why for me, we're never going to progress. So I just think it's going to be a ball fest loaded. And I don't know what you guys said, but for me, I just don't think we're going to be able to break them down. And Ollie, for me, if he knows that he's still unbeaten away from home, and he's still unbeaten, and he's only got 4 losses, and that's the fewest, by the way, in the Premier League, he's going to be like, you know what? Draw's not too bad, is it? You know what I mean? Let me come out there with a draw. So I'm just thinking it'll be a draw, me. A boring draw.
But Saeed,
boring draw.
So, what are you saying to us? Are you saying that even the flush on the toilet is broken? Is that what you're telling
Everything's broken, man. You know what I mean? Everything, man. You know what I mean? We're talking everything right now. You know, everything's broken at the minute. You know, man, we just can't sort it out, you know, and that's my problem. I think Man United, the problem is when a lot of people say to me, you know, but we're so close to the title. But when you know, and I'm saying now, Fergie also used to do it, when someone dropped points, Man United would go and attack that team and we'd go win the game. Can you say to us, we've got that mentality of they drop points, we need to take care of that? I think we're far away from just that mentality as a whole. Forget about regardless of the manager. I'm not even putting that to Ollie, by the way. I just think as a whole, Man United.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Fergie's players. He doesn't have the players.
No, he doesn't have it, and that's the problem. Unless we get them players and the mentality of the football club changes until we get proper leaders in there, people that are winners, then I don't think we're going to be taking advantage and all this, and they've dropped points. Oh, can we get advantage here? No, this Premier League's not built for that. And I think the Premier League, for me, is far away from other leagues. You look at the Italian league, still neck and neck. Spanish league tonight, you look at it. Real Madrid took the ascendancy. Other leagues are looking neck and neck. This league, Premier League, for me.
The French league's only got 4 points gap between the first.
But there you go. German league, I think they're only 5 points behind them. Leipzig are only 5 points behind. So I think our mentality, regardless of the manager, still isn't there for me. Still isn't there.
But Saeed, listen, right? We're playing against a team that in their last game against Newcastle, they made Joe Ellington, I think he scored 1 goal this season. They made him look like the reincarnation of the old Ronaldo. That's how bad their defense is. 27 shots. San Maximan, Joe Ellington, and flipping Dwight Gale. Come on.
Yeah.
But who have we got to put the ball in the back of the net now? Cavani, he's apparently saying that he's calling the shots, he wants to leave. Then you've got Greenwood, who I think for me still isn't a striker. And then you've got Martial's out. So who's scoring the goals? That's my problem. You can't every game we can't be relying on Rashford and Bruno.
Rashford, broken leg, broken knee, broken ankle,
leg,
broken shoulder,
and that's the problem.
Back. He's banging it in, mate. 20 goals for the season. Big up Marcus Rashford.
Big up Marcus, man. Rashford. You know what I mean? But his ankle's going to be down there. He'll be like walking like that. He's carrying United that much.
So you know what I mean? Dan James is going to make you eat your words tomorrow. Dan James is going to shut you up, pal. Wait, Dan James pull out man of the match performance tomorrow. Puts a top bin.
But Nuruddin, Saeed made a good point, though, because do you really think it's going to be an exciting game? A really end-to-end game? Come on.
You could stop being so pessimistic, man. It's gonna be a fabulous game. Both teams going for it. I'm
man.
You heard the news, but Harry Kane basically said today that news came out. I think it's come out the article in Athletic and people close to Kane, and it's basically said if Tottenham do not qualify for the Champions League, I'm off in the summer.
It's all paper talk, man. Nuruddin, don't believe that.
No, it's not. Trust me. No, trust me.
Come on, Nuruddin. This is classic Kane. This is classic Tottenham trying to get the press and do all this, and then later on, what Harry Kane's doing for me is perfect example of what Wayne Rooney did to Man United. He puts in a little, makes some wormers and gives out little briefings, and then what happens is Tottenham make a few key signings, and he says, "Oh, you know what? That's all I wanted. I wanted Man United to kind of, be competing. That's all it is." He won't want to leave. Who's going to spend 150 million on Harry Kane? Who?
Man City.
City. Chelsea.
No, Chelsea.
I personally don't.
Man City don't spend that money on strikers.
He's a Spurs fan, and I personally don't think he would go to any of the top 6 in the UK. I think Harry Kane would go to somewhere like Real Madrid, but Benzema's banging them in as we saw tonight. Anyway, Saeed. Can you please send us that link so what we can build?
Yeah. I'll send you now. 1 second. I'm going to put it on the private chat for you.
Okay. And I'll click on that and see if we can share that, and then we'll see if we can pick the team tomorrow, guys. Let's see if we can pick the team. Those of you in the comments, please, there's about 70 of you in here. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the therapy.
Get them to send their team in.
Yeah. There it is loaded.
Okay, let me just get this. There we go.
Where did you get this app, Saeed? Did you borrow?
No. It's online. It's online. It's just Squads Collector. Read manunited.com Squads Collector. It updates every week for the games, and you just pick up the squad. Yeah.
So 1 second.
So share screen.
Share screen. 1 second.
And there's Chrome tab, and then the actual.
1 second. Share screen. Share screen. And is Chrome tab?
Yeah, Chrome tab on the right hand side.
Yeah. Chrome tab. Yeah.
And then pick it up.
Yeah. There we go. Let's see if we can share it. Can you see it, guys?
Yeah. Go down. And then make the screen bigger. Make the screen bigger if you want. On the right-hand side.
On the right-hand side. Let me just go back to
on the far right. The MacBook, it'll be 3 dots and then zoom in.
Let me just
zoom into about 150% if you want.
No, that's fine. I think can people see that? Can we see that, guys?
Yeah, just go down then, and then people can see it.
You have to lift it up, but raise it, Nuruddin.
1 second, guys. Learning on a job here, guys. Learning on a job. People
that's a bit higher up, a little bit more.
A little bit more. Yeah, people can see that. People can see that. Yeah, that's clear.
That's okay. They can see that.
Yeah. Can people see that? Right. Yeah. So, guys, who are we picking then? What players are we picking?
Should
Who
we?
do you
Are we
think-
going with Ollie's team or are we going with
Wait.
our
Are
team?
let's
Who's
do
gonna
Ollie's
be
team. We do our team. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So this is Ollie's team. We begin with Ollie's team. Yeah. So
Yeah,
with Ollie, I think he's going to have Henderson in goal.
I think
Yeah,
you will
good.
go for Henderson. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So Nuruddin, you're outvoted. So we're going with Henderson in goal, even though he thinks it's going to be De Gea.
All right, select squad, innit? Squad. Do I go to select squad? Yeah.
Yeah, just click on it. Just click on the player. Click on the player.
The player. Yeah.
Click on the player,
Yeah, that's it.
and then
Oh,
there
we
you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we go with Henderson.
Yeah.
Obviously, the back four picks itself.
Yeah.
It's
We
Juan
already know it's
Saka.
a back four. We know it's going to
yeah.
be.
If you just type that in, if you can
Yeah.
find it,
Oh.
go
Yeah.
one. Just
Yeah,
type
you
it. In
put it
search
in
it. Oh, there you go. There you go.
There
There
you
you go.
go.
Yeah.
So we're picking. There we go.
Lindelof.
Let's have a look. Man like
Lindelof.
Lindelof.
Yeah, but he's still got COVID.
Where is
Oh.
Lindelof's not there?
Um,
Oh
There he
yeah,
is.
he's on the right there. You go. You got him. Yeah.
Lindelof.
Yeah,
Maguire.
Harry. Yeah.
Yep.
There we go. Left back here. We're going for
Oh.
Luke Shaw. I mean, he's got a late fitness test, but yeah. Yeah. We're going for him.
Yeah.
Where we go. And then, obviously, his favourite too.
favorite two, mate. They'll be back, man. They'll be back.
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
if they don't play tomorrow, then I'll be shocked. I think Rashford, obviously, even Rashford is always going to play, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rashford is always Rashi's always going to play.
Hmm.
Rashi.
Bruno.
Mm.
I think Dan James will play tomorrow. You know what? I don't. You know what?
Wait.
No,
Are you sure? Are you sure about Dan James? You don't think Pogba's going to play?
Pogba's already in doubt, so I don't think he'll risk.
We're talking about what he's going to pick.
Okay.
Yeah,
So should we go for? So we're going Pogba on the right.
Scott, I can't know who else is going to play.
No, I
think
don't
he'll
think he's going to start Pogba.
that's what I said. I don't think he'll start. I think he'll bench
He's
him.
going to start him tomorrow.
Okay.
That's what I said. That's why I'm going for Dan James to track. Dan James is going to play tomorrow to
Well,
track.
remember, this is Ollie. You're getting in the mind of Ollie.
Player.
Ollie's
Best
mind.
player of the season.
Ollie's mind.
Irfan, Spurs' play one of the best players this season has been their left back.
Yeah.
I think Dan James is going to play on the right tomorrow.
Regulon, you mean Regulon, yeah?
Yeah,
Reguilon,
if you've got Reguilon and Son on the left, then you'll want someone who's going to track back. So Dan James, yeah.
Yeah. And
Cavani
I
up
think-
Is it going to be Cavani or going to be Greenwood?
I think he'll play Greenwood. I think Cavani's not there yet in terms of fitness. I
Right.
think he'll pick Greenwood. So if you've gone for there, Bruno, Daniel James, yeah, that sounds right. That is exactly how he's going to play. Yeah. Wouldn't
Right.
surprise
that's the
me.
team, guys. That is the team that we think that's going to play tomorrow, guys.
Right.
That's the team that we think that's going to play.
Because McTominay is suspended for thingy, isn't he? For
Yeah,
Granado.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
So then,
definitely
it would make sense.
Yeah, he's definitely playing.
Yeah.
The only other thing that I would think that if Pogba's fitness issues wasn't a problem, that he would have played. He would have played.
Pogba on the left and Rashford up front.
Yeah, Pogba,
Yeah.
and Rashford up front. But I think he's not going to play. I think it's injury. I don't think he'll risk him. I think Pogba might come on like he did last season and make an impact from the substitute. Pogba always has an impact on the game. Pogba always, when he comes on, he'll definitely. Yeah, I know that you would think you would start Tuanzebe, but because you would think that because Tuanzebe has to play on Thursday, that he would give him a game, but he's not going to play that. He's not.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
He's not.
Ollie said Shaw should be fine, yeah.
You would think that, wouldn't you, with Lindelof, his back problems?
Yeah.
You would think that's the same that he would play, but he's not going to play that.
Proper team, no talent, just passion. This is it, man.
Yo.
This is what we do. This is how we deal with people, you know what I mean? It's not our fault.
No, it's passion. Your passion can get you a long way, though, not passion.
No, that's 10 years ago, not now in the modern game.
Do not knock the passion, right?
Just reset it now, reset it. Just reset the bottom. There should be a
Let's get
reset
our
button.
team on now. Let's get the team we'd like to see. Yeah.
A reset. Where's this word? Where's this reset?
1 second.
I can't see a reset.
Yeah, if not, just double click and refresh the page.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just refresh it. There we go. Right. So let's see, guys. Let's see what team would.
I prefer De Gea to be in net than Henderson.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
David, there we go. Right, the back four picks itself because we know that.
De Gea.
You know what?
Yeah. Wan-Bissaka.
Well,
Yeah, they're right there. That's it.
We'll take it by he's not playing.
I would play.
No, he's got COVID.
Because I would get him warmed up for the game on Thursday. I would play Tuanzebe, me personally.
Nah, I'm not convinced by Tuanzebe, to be honest with you.
No, he needs 20 minutes.
I am.
Are you convinced?
Yeah, I am. I think he's been thrown under the bus.
Yeah,
I think this season, he's been thrown under the bus. I think a lot of things that it's been his fault. It makes it look like that because he's been playing in games with Man United. He's come on the Everton game, we conceded. The Sheffield United, that wasn't his fault. It was dopiest defending in midfield.
Yeah, no, I think it's bad luck. It's not a good run, Nuruddin. He needs a good run of games. I think this guy.
But anyway, so we're going for Lindelof, yeah?
Yeah.
Lindelof,
yeah. We're going for Lindelof, yeah?
Yeah, we go Shaw as well.
What about Jones?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Why not resurrection of that my guy Jones, mate?
I'd rather play Matic centre half than play Jones.
Seriously, Matic.
Oh gosh! Honestly, that does be just so funny. If tomorrow you see out there, I would personally play. I would play
Papa Fred.
Fred.
Yeah.
Fred and
Fred and Pogba. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I will play, and then Fred.
Are we sticking to 4-2-3-1? Is that what the favoured system?
Yeah. Nuruddin, it's a block. Have you got any mods in there, Nuruddin?
No mods.
Yeah, just block that one. There's a lot of fake accounts at the minute. Block that one there. Can you block?
Yeah. Of course.
Block. Yeah.
Block user.
Yeah. That. No, not Eric. Oh, you got the wrong one. Got the wrong one there. Yeah, that one there. That one. There's lots of fake accounts in this one, man. It's crazy.
I blocked
someone in the time zone.
Eric. Yo, I need to unblock Eric. Unblock. There you go.
Yeah, unblock Eric, man. Sorry about that, Eric.
Sorry about that, Eric. There we go. Let me just go to Eric.
Yeah, we'll sort the mods out. We'll sort the mods out, people.
Yeah. What? How do I unblock Eric, man?
Yeah, you have to do it next time. You have to do it next time. You go on your login. We'll sort it out.
I'll sort it out, guys. So anyway, we're picking a team, guys, and I would, you know what? This is the formation that I would play tomorrow. Okay, I would play this. This is what I would play tomorrow.
Yeah,
I would play this.
Yeah, I would too as well.
This is what I would play. My favorite formation under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Man United.
Yeah, I agree.
Formation, right?
Me too.
Rashford obviously picked himself. Like Rashford would definitely be playing there.
Yeah.
Rashi.
Where would you play Bruno then? Right side.
Yeah, kind of like obviously, coming in. He can roam. I think I would give those two to Rome, and I'll tell you in a minute.
Oh, you putting them? You don't want to put Bruno on forward. No.
This is me in charge here now, lad. I've changed the formation.
Okay.
I've changed the formation.
To be fair, you know what? Donny could be in the team because he need to keep the ball, man. Yeah. At least Tottenham, they can keep the ball with Ndombele and Højbjerg. They can keep it at least. Yeah. They're not attacking, but they keep it.
This is it. This is what I'm going for, pal. This is what I go for tomorrow.
But Nuruddin, isn't there ever a case for Van der Beek to play next to Fred, for example? Could he not play there? Pogba could play further up.
I can't find Donny on this list, guys. I don't know where Donny is.
Just type it, D. Just write D.
I'll put D in. Nothing coming up.
It was there. It was there.
Yeah, it was there.
It was there. It was there. Go back again.
Click on it.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going again. There, number 34. Next to Bayer.
34, right there. That's the Bayer. Next to Bayer on the left. On your right.
Yep.
There's another one already. Block that one as well. These fake accounts, man. I'm telling you. Too many of them.
They're following you around, Saeed. They're following you.
Yeah, no,
man.
it is. They're everywhere now. They make like this. So next time, I give you any money if there'll be one of you. I'm telling you now.
Right.
I'm telling you now, man. There's one of you somewhere. Because you're on
This
Twitter,
is
aren't
my
you?
team tomorrow, guys. This is my team tomorrow. This is my team tomorrow. And
You've got Donny as a forward.
Yeah.
You brought the wrong one, don't you? Oh my god.
So
Your apologies to the people I'm blocking here. I can't keep up, man. Anyway, I'm trying to
God.
please let's get some mods in here, people. Where's Kinsella and them people, man?
What you do is Nuruddin. What you do is go on your phone. Go on your phone. Nuruddin, go on your phone. I'm gonna show you now. Go on your phone or on your YouTube channel now. Go on your live stream.
yeah, go and do it via your phone, Nuruddin.
Yeah, do it on your phone now because we've got
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Everyone who says they want to be a mod, just make them a mod because at the end of the day, the more you have, the better.
Yeah.
So anyone now who says mod me, anyone who wants to be a mod, say mod me now. Or who you think is reliable? Who you see all the time, Nuruddin? You can tell.
You know what? We'll do it. Listen, we'll do it another time. Now let's go back to this. Let's just go back to let's go back to this. So this is what I will play tomorrow, guys. This is the team that I will play. I will play Donny as a false 9 tomorrow. And I would play here. This is the team that I would play. And it's interchangeable. So kind of like almost moving in and out. So Donny sometimes coming over here. I will make us more fluid. Bruno roaming. Pogba having a bit of the freedom. Fred just sitting here. That's the team that I would play, me personally.
Yeah.
If I'm going for it. I want to go for the points tomorrow, right? And I want to get revenge. So this is me as a fan.
False 9 then.
It's not going to
I
happen.
would swap Bruno on Donny. I would swap Bruno on Donny.
Yeah. I
I
would
think
do
it's no Donny. Bruno's not disciplined now.
Yeah, I want Donny riding on the box late.
Listen, the thing about it is that I will rate. He's already banged in goals in that stadium. So Donny has this false 9, and him and Greenwood and the runs that he can make out here, and just staying around here with his one-touch football, connecting with Rashford and Greenwood. I would try that because one thing we do know already: the ball in the air, Spurs can defend the ball in the air most of the times. Yeah. But on the floor and clever runs, they don't track runners. That's why I'm playing them because I'm picking this team thinking that the Spurs defense is not good, especially when it comes to leaving spaces and tracking runners. And Donny is this. Bruno, I would because somebody needs to supply the balls. Let's say if Pogba gets pressed and gets marked out, there's an out ball here. But sometimes for Greenwood to come in here, Bruno to go out here, because Bruno loves to roam around here. I don't know if he loves to roam around these sides, but Pogba then sometimes maybe to be able to roam here.
But who's picking up Reguilon and who's picking up Son? They're going to double up on Bruno.
Yeah, they are.
Not disciplined.
Listen, well, Mundo, that's what I'm trying to say to you. I think.
But why should we think like that? That's the thing. Man United should never be thinking about that, man.
Mundo, let me explain something to you. I think the best form of defense is to attack sometimes, especially when you know they're shaky at the back.
But wait, but Nuruddin, you forget they beat us 6-1, remember, and that's what dictated his thinking all season.
No, I know that, but this is not what Ollie's team. This is what we would do. Who's with me here? Saeed is with me. But
What's
go on,
that,
tell
sorry?
me.
I'm with you too. I'm with you too.
Mundo, you tell me what you want me to do. So, what you want me to take out Greenwood? Okay, do you want me to bring in Dan James? Is that what you want?
No.
It's not the team. It's not the team. It's the
No,
positions.
but I'm saying to you, you're worried about Reguilon, right? That's a fair point. You're worried about Reguilon, right? And you think that Greenwood is somebody who can come off the bench. So somebody that can track Reguilon. Dan James, and to be fair, in terms of tracking and pressing, he does well. He runs into midfield and helps out the midfield a lot. Sometimes he drops back, but he's not quality. So that's why I would personally play Greenwood, because I know Greenwood is a goal-getter, and because you can also make changes. If this team is too attacking and you're overrun and they're putting the pressure on you, you know what I mean? You can make changes. But that's
the only thing I would change is I would want Donny where Bruno is. In the 3.
And also Donny can play on the right, you know. Who knows, man? You know what I mean? We never tried it.
So you would keep Bruno up there as a false 9, basically.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And
remember, Van der Beek had a good game at Ajax at the Tottenham game. Remember that game?
Yeah, he did, and he played right up the pitch. That's why I put him there, Saeed. That's the reason why he played as a second striker. He played as a number 10 behind the striker.
So Nuruddin, this is the team that Oli would never pick. Never ever.
Well,
Never.
Yeah, never ever
Yeah.
pick this team. And that looks like probably the most interesting team I've seen this season. Apart from
It's
Bayern in
almost
the back
like
and
a
Bayern in
diamond.
the
It's
back.
like a 4-4-2 diamond. If you're saying that,
Oh.
if Bruno was to drop deep there, he's playing like a 4-4-2 almost.
But the way we keep the ball, though, the way we would keep the ball, and the way we would be the pace and the power we'd have. For me, we'd camp them in their half. I wouldn't even see the ball.
These four here, obviously pressing. These two here, sometimes interchanging. You know how Rashford likes to come in. You know what I mean? And sometimes going out wide when you need to stretch the play, and then Donny be able to
And
join
also the shape as well. Imagine the press.
Yeah.
The press would be unbelievable.
like closer to here, and then to Fred. Sorry, let me just close this. Fred to be here, and then we would, camp them in their half. Literally camp them in their half. Press
But
up
the problem
pitch.
is, we'll already be smart enough to say,
Is Son back tomorrow? Is Son back tomorrow?
yeah, he's back. But he hasn't scored in 13 games, by the way.
Well,
Until tomorrow.
Yeah, until tomorrow.
just
The
our
problem is,
luck.
my worry is that Tottenham will say, "Yeah, you have the ball," and Man United are the worst team when you say to them, "Counter-attack, mate." They will hit us. For me, I think Tottenham are the only team that will beat us this season in terms of away from home. This season, I'm fearful of Tottenham because they're the only team on the break that will. Harry Kane and Son will finish their dinner. You're looking at all the other teams, Jesus, Sterling. You're looking at other teams in terms of Chelsea. They were toothless up front. This is the only team, Tottenham, that I think they could beat us on their day convincingly. That's my worry.
But would not be good to see though. If only, guys, wouldn't that team be a very interesting team to see tomorrow?
Nuruddin, it's the best
Firing,
Man United team I've seen apart from Bayern there. It's the best United team I've seen.
Best United team. Yeah. Just goes to show, man, we're never ever going to get a kind of a viewpoint of the team ever. Never.
The thing about it for me is that against Everton, when we played fantastic for a game last season, this was the team that kept Everton caged inside their half.
Caged, mate. They never come out.
It was Matic instead of Fred. It was Matic here. And that was the last time actually we saw.
There you go. We got one there, Mundo. I told you, man. There's an account there for you. I told you, man. These guys, man.
I've joined the YouTube royalty now. I've been boxing.
Yeah, you joined the YouTube royalty, man.
Yeah. I feel privileged, man.
Wow.
Mundo, you're getting some love out here. That's when you know that you made it.
That's
you
when
made
you know,
it.
man.
But time to block his Ross. Block him now.
Listen,
Yeah,
That is fun.
that is fun now. It's right there. Mighty Mundo.
Is that him? Let me just make sure that I'm on the right one, yeah?
Yeah.
All right,
Don't block me, the real one.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, once you finish the stream, Nuruddin, you'll do it on there. Once you finish the stream.
Yeah, so come on, guys. I want this to be optimistic. Tell me what things could happen tomorrow that's going to count in the Manchester United win tomorrow. Other than this fantasy team we picked here. This is a proper fantasy team, aren't we? But
Rashford to have a blinder, that's all.
I'll go with you, Saeed, first. Give me your most optimistic point of view about the game tomorrow. Where Man United collect points.
If Luke Shaw...
How do we win?
For me, down the left-hand side, Luke Shaw and Rashford, that's for me where we can win. I think the Man City game was telling, but then again, Martial was a big factor in that game. That's a problem. But for me, it will be Luke Shaw, that kind of left-hand side, bombing on forward, Rashford getting the ball. So it's that left-hand side for me. That left-hand side, if we can get a grip of that, I think we're gonna do it. Especially they've got on that side, they've got Doherty and Aurier, man. We need to get... Remember last time at Old Trafford, Rashford absolutely destroyed Aurier. Sent him on toast, mate. So that for me where I'll be looking at it.
Yeah. In terms of their team, so Son's back. The Kane, that would be really dangerous. The connection between Harry Kane and Son. And who else plays on the right? Lamella. Is Lamella fit as well? Is he still banned?
He's in and around, but he could be there. He could be there, though. He could be there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Did he get sent off against? He got sent off against. When was that? When did he get sent off? Was it against
That
Arsenal?
was
Yeah, I think the same game he scored that
Arsenal.
Rabona. He scored a Rabona and got sent off. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be very interesting. Very, very interesting game tomorrow. I think if Man United score first, I think United win tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think they'll come back.
I can't see them, and I think we would damage them on the counter. So that's what I was saying. Mundo, give me your best possible point of view. How do we win this game, and what you think the best thing would be? Would a draw be really terrible, knowing where we are, knowing where they are?
A draw's not. I mean, a draw should be the worst case scenario. I don't think we should be losing to this team. To be honest, with that defense, we should be scoring goals against that team. Yeah. From what I've seen recently, they can't defend. They went in the way in Europa League. They got torn apart. That unknown guy got a hat trick. So that just shows you the frailties they have at the back, and that's with their manager parking the bus. So, my concern is Son, because even though Wan-Bissaka's good 1-on-1, he switches off. If someone's got good movement like Son, he's in between the lines. So he needs to be 100% focused tomorrow. That's the danger. But I agree with Saeed. I think we can only attack down one side, can't we? So, that's our best chance of scoring a goal. Shaw, Rashford. I'm worried about the number 9 position, though.
Yeah.
Because against City, Martial, the hold-up play was... in order for us to get out, we needed someone to hold the ball up. And that's my concern, really.
Underrated. Absolutely underrated. Underrated. Martial's hold-up play, underrated. And now the same people are talking about Cavani. And some of them, it's like a silence. It's like nobody's speaking about Cavani. But everybody's got that energy for Martial, honestly. It's crazy, the fan base. It's absolutely crazy, the fan base. It's absolutely crazy, this fan base. Stefan, coming to you. How do we win this game? How do you see us winning this game?
Well, the guys have said it. We're strongest with the Shaw, Rashford on the left wing. When he runs, when he opens up space for Shaw to make the move in, and then they're moving together. That's what all season. I don't know how many games. That's all we do, because we've got nothing on the right. We've got James on the right, and the guy does nothing. I don't even know how he made it as a pro, to tell you the truth. Yeah. But he plays, okay? So it's got to be down the left. But my worry is tomorrow that they're going to be up for it, especially the Kane-Son combo. And I'm actually quite worried about it. The more I think about it now, I'm worried.
Yeah, the more I think about it,
Yeah, they're going to be hungry for us again. They're going to be hungry again. And I don't know, because we're like a car that exhaust is knackered. Sometimes you fix it and then it's all right for a couple of games and it goes again. I just don't. We're not a consistent team. So I'd love to say we're going to beat them tomorrow, but I can't see us.
Man, you got one. Someone's wrote your name wrong, but they've made us. You got one now. You got a fan now.
There you go. Yeah, that's it. There you go.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Crazy world that is. But I think for me,
don't worry about it. I'm just that's how I've seen it. I'm not optimistic about tomorrow. The more I think about it, having seen this team here that we've got on there, right, and then looking back at reality, I'm not really infused. I can't see us winning the game easily. I think more than likely it's going to be a draw, but I do think Saeed's right. I think it's going to be a ball fest, a defensive fest.
Yeah, defensive fest.
You know what? This is our friend. This is the comment of the night tonight. These spammers make more attacks than Man United. Facts. Trolling.
Having a party.
Having a party. Yo, they can come at me. No problem.
Ed Woodward will probably pay 200 million for one of these spammers and give them 500 grand a week.
Neil Ashton's army. Neil Ashton's army, mate. Coming to the the therapy army needs to fight back. His army versus army. Neil Ashton.
The army. You need to make mods. That's why you don't have the army ready. Yeah. When you get the army ready, you'll be available. They'll be available.
Trust me. Anyway, guys. So scorers, come on, give me the score.
Already the score. Final prediction. Yeah, go
on, Mundo.
What's your prediction, Mundo?
I think it's going to be I'm going to be positive. I'm going to go for 2-0 Man United.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Go on.
I don't rate their defense.
Mm.
So I'm going to be positive. I'm going to go 2-0 Man United.
I'm going to go 1-1.
Somebody's phone's ringing. That could be Jose.
Yeah. That's Jose, man. He's saying,
Yeah,
fight the boss.
Neil Ashton. Saeed, go on. What do you think is going to... Come on, you used to be very optimistic. What happened to you, lad?
I'm not optimistic anymore. I'm surviving, mate. I can't wait till the Euros, mate. I'm not going to lie to you. I honestly, Lord, I can't wait for the Euros, man. I watched today, nice little, La Liga, you know what I mean? Good, entertaining football. Two teams going at it. You know what I mean? I'm going to go for 0-0. I think it's going to be 0-0. I've been right for a long time on these Big Six games. So I'm going to go for 0-0 again.
Yeah. Irfan, what are you thinking tomorrow?
I said 1-1.
1-1?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would love Man United to go out there tomorrow and to go for them. I think if it's about the first goal. If Man United get the first goal, I would love to be a penalty and I'd love to be
But
Fernandes.
Nuruddin, you got to make your prediction. What's your score prediction? Forget about what ifs.
My score
What's your prediction?
I put 1-0. I think 1-0 Man United.
Wow.
1-0 Man United.
Okay. So we've got
1-0.
2 draws and 2 wins up top.
Yeah. I think 1-0 Man United. I think my heart says 1-0 Man United. My head tells me it could be a 0-0 dollar. Oh, it could be 4-3 Man United. Get in there.
I love that.
Wouldn't that be magical? Wouldn't
That
that
would
be
be beautiful.
empty? Both teams
Absolutely.
going for it. Gun ho. You know?
Yep.
Wouldn't that be magical? Wouldn't that be magical? Anyway, guys, we've got over the hour.
I also want to be rich. You know what I mean? That would never happen. So, you know what I mean?
Listen, we just got to say, come on, Man United. Do us proud. Exercise those demons. That's what's my thing was. Can Ollie and the players tomorrow pull it out of the hat? I don't care how you do it. Can we just get out of there with 3 points?
Title charge, already. You never know. Title charge, yeah?
Oh, definitely title charge, mate. It's on. See what Leeds did today. I mean, Pep, to be fair, disrespected him. He played players. You see, even the top managers make mistakes, right? He played players that he's not played and used for about the past 4 or 5 games. And you can't just drop them in, 3 or 4, or you can't drop 3 of them into the team and expect things to go like that. You cannot expect it. But anyway, guys, please like, share, and subscribe this video. Become the Therapy Army. I will sort out the mugs, I promise you. Before tomorrow night, we'll sort out the mugs. I'm going to have to, go on some course to put mugs in this because I don't know how to do this. So I'm still getting used to this.
I'll tell you after the stream, I'll let you know.
But peace, love, light, always. Come on, Man United. Exercise those demons. Come on, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Show us what you got. Come on, United. Mourinho's always chatting macker about someone like Bruno because they're scared. Come on, guys. Avenge. Revenge tomorrow. Let's go. Peace.
There you go.